Hello everyone, ShadowMario41 back with Let's Play more Perfect Dark Enemy Rockets. This is the last extra video, and we are going to take a look at a few extra things. First, I'm going to show you all of the weapons in the game, and really focus on the ones that we didn't get to see. Alright, so first we have the basic Falcon 2, it's your standard pistol, single shot, primary, pistol whip, secondary function, a silencer, it's just with a silencer. Kind of useless in multiplayer mode, but pretty useful in single player. And a scope is with a scope. The MagSec 4 is what Area 51 guards usually use. The secondary function is a 3-round burst, which I think is more useful than the Falcon 2 secondary function. And if you have dual MagSecs, it can be a pretty deadly combo. The Mauler, I showed you that. Charge up shots and instant kill. The Phoenix is probably one of the more useful guns in the game, since the explosive shell secondary function does not use any extra ammo, and it's very effective against most enemies. The Magnum is your typical Magnum, you should know what that is. The Magnum LX, however, is essentially the golden gun of this game. The only thing is that it can store 6 bullets before it needs to reload, so that can make it very, very useful. CMP 150, kind of a small submachine gun type weapon. A lot of Data-Down guards have it. Very useful. Cyclone, you didn't get to see too much of that. It was only in one mission, Air Force One anti-terrorism. But it can be very useful if you have 2 of them, especially with the magazine discharge, which can deplete the whole magazine very quickly. It's very good against opponents with shields. Callisto NTG, I showed a lot of that. RCP-120, the god of guns still. Secondary function is a cloaking device, which uses ammo as fuel, so very, very useful. Laptop gun, I think this is probably the best all-around gun in the game. It's a great standard weapon, but its secondary function, which deploys it as a sentry gun, is extremely useful and can be very, very deadly in multiplayer mode. The Dragon, kind of like a submachine gun as well. The secondary function is a proximity self-destruct, which will make like a proximity mine, but it'll look like a normal dragon, so very deceiving. K7 Avenger, very powerful, but very low magazine. The only thing is with its secondary function, it can detect threats, such as proximity mines and other mines. It can highlight them in red. So that can be useful if you're playing with proximity mines and other traps and stuff. Oh, skip one. AR-34, you know what that is. The secondary function, by the way, lets you use the scope while moving. The Super Dragon, rapid fire primary function. The secondary function is a grenade launcher, which will let you launch small grenades, and it uses separate ammo. It uses separate grenade ammo. Shotgun, I think you saw plenty of that. The Reaper, I tried to show a lot of it, but I didn't really get the chance. The primary function will just spray bullets in all directions, and the secondary function will use the blades of the Reaper to grind nearby opponents. Kind of the closest equivalent to the chainsaw would be the secondary function. Sniper rifle, self-explanatory. Secondary function lets you crouch really low, like you saw the guards in the Carrington, the Carrington Villa mission. You saw them do that. Farsight is probably the cheapest gun in the game. I think that this gun is really broken, and I don't use it at all. Some people like it though, but I don't. It's a one-hit kill weapon. It has a very slow rate of fire. However, the secondary function can locate targets through walls using like an X-ray scanner and shoot them through walls. That's what I think makes it really cheap. The Devastator, it's a grenade launcher type of thing. The secondary function will stick the grenade to the wall for a little bit before it explodes, so that can be useful. Rocket launcher, do I really need to explain it? No. The Slayer, the Skedar equivalent of the rocket launcher. I showed you the fly-by-wire rocket in another extra video. I really like that secondary function, very useful. Combat knife, your typical knife. Unlike Goldeneye though, there's one knife for every purpose, so this knife can use a knife slash and throw a poison knife. Like, I think in Goldeneye there were 2 different knives that could do that, but combined into one weapon here. Crossbow, pretty self-explanatory. First function is only really good in single player. You'll never use the first function in multiplayer unless you're stupid. Tranquilizer, pretty self-explanatory again. The lethal injection secondary function will instantly kill opponent, but you need to be right next to the opponent to use it. The laser, definitely not a Moonraker laser of Goldeneye, but it's a pretty weak weapon. It can just shoot out lasers or have a stream of not a very long range laser. Grenade, I showed you that, you know what that is. Timed mine will explode after so long. It also has the threat detector feature, as well as the proximity mine, which if someone walks by it, it will blow up. Remote mine, everyone loves remote mines. I don't really need to talk about those. I love remote mines too. Alright, now I'm going to show you as the last tidbit of extra video. You can go over the cheats. I didn't unlock all of them. You can see what all of them are. But I do want to show you very quickly some of the classic weapons in solo mode. This will be good for Goldeneye fans. And classic sight, which you'll instantly recognize, I'm sure. So let's do a solo mission with kind of a lot of enemies. We'll do one infiltration. I'm just going to show you this quick. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I want to show you how some Goldeneye weapons transferred over to Perfect Dark. So we have our Falcon 2. We have the PP7, remember this? Am I dead already? Alright, that sucks. Did you see that? Let's do this again. What the hell? He threw a grenade at me. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this mission. But whatever. I'm trying to show off weapons. Damn it. Let me show off weapons. Let me get rid of these first few guys. MagSec. Throw a grenade. Damn it. You know what? Screw you. Screw you. I want to show off the classic weapons. There we go. PP7. I have an auto gun over here. What's better to use than the club? Take it out. See what else we have. DMC. I believe it had a different name in the original. RCP. Everyone knows what this is. Everyone knows and loves this weapon. Sprays bullets everywhere. I love it. Let's see what else. I think I went over all of them that I unlocked. Oh, and this is the Gestapo. So that's it for classic weapons. Before I die again, I don't know why I picked a mission where the guards could throw grenades. That probably wasn't the best idea. But yeah, some weapons transferred to Goldeneye. And if you use the classic sight, which I wasn't able to use, you'll get the old aiming thing from Goldeneye, the red circle. Alright, for the rest of this, I'm going to just show you some quick combat simulator. I'm going to do a quick capture the case match that I already set up. This is basically a ripoff of one of the challenges, but I made it a little more difficult. I added some more computer opponents. But yeah, this is capture the case. This is my home base here. I want to get to the yellow home base, because that's the only other team, to capture their case. The only thing is that, as you just saw, there are explosive weapons, and there are one-hit kill weapons. So I'm only going to play this for a minute. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys something. Oh, there's someone over there. Maybe I should grab a weapon. Oh, see, he captured our case. So if we kill him, the case returns to our base. And what do you think you're doing? I don't think you're doing anything. Alright, now let's go make some offensive moves. Now this is the LX. This is a golden gun. You can have two of them, which makes it even more deadly. Look at that. No shot. Oh, he disarmed me. So now I captured that case. So I want to make it back in time, without dying, that is, of course. Which can be easier said than done, as I just noticed. If you make it back to your base, you will score a point, as long as someone isn't capturing your case at the same time. Also, this is the fortress level, if you were wondering. I wish I could show off more, but I'm kind of running out of time. Let me just show you the Super Dragon's secondary function. Shoot some grenades. Nice. Alright, that was very brief, but I have to end it now. Thank you for watching all the extra videos. This is ShadowMario41. I will see you in the last mission, and then I'll see you for another Let's Play. Bye guys.